Let's do this thing.
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion.
Damn it.
The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He'll hand it off. Just trucks the man. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Back out that faster, boy.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And the Nittany Lions keep the football on the move. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the handoff again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the wideout goes in motion. Shotgun formation here on third down. Throws it to the right. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down here for this offense. As the first down is still going. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's McGooligan. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. That's a design quarterback keeper.
God! I was right there, too.
Touchdown,
good run.
Gators. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run.
My dude was still there.
Unfair.
Why they got all the quarterbacks in the entire country? This guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Pretty easy
All I did
call
was
for the
kiss
head
his
coach. He
feet.
will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
It's good.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
God.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. We'll take a deep shot here.
Oh, boy, come on. You got to come up with those. You got to come up with those.
Not collected.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
He'll drop back here on third down. Looking to set
Barely got that off.
He's found some room with the 45. Using a strong stiff
I
arm.
barely got that off.
God
damn.
Huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up.
I had a
big
feeling
yards.
you did.
The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
Oh, I'm glad I did that.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
I misread your safety. That would have been a
The
pick.
Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. It'll be down near the 5-yard line.
Not gonna lie,
Coverage
that wasn't
unit
skill.
does their job here.
That was
They're
luck.
fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes a quick catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The Gators will have to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And the returner is brought down.
Ouch.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield.
Let's go.
Right near the end zone.
Let's go, boy.
All the way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Gators offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Important second down play coming up. Passes the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that, and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Motion now from the tight end. And at first down, they go right back to him. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To the air, it's McGooligan. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer, also the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Moffitt. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion makes it second down. Scanning the field. It's Magouligan. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The Gators looking to cash in this red zone trip. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Gets made on the out route. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down in the red area? Beautiful play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense.
I didn't know where that guy was until you threw the ball to him.
And the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here in 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive
Man,
moving.
I ain't throwing out there when you got 9 people out there.
That's a big
Crazy.
gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Just asking for a huge momentum shifter, ain't you?
And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to start the second half.
You don't want to run it back.
Passes out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I think I'm the only user that'll run just about every single one back. Or at least try to.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. And he's got it already past the first down marker. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
The ball is caught.
God damn.
That's out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Number 12 just better go to the blue tent right now.
And shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Now trapped behind the line. Will be a short loss.
It looked to me like the defense was surprised that the free safety was able to sneak up in there and come up with that nice sack.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He didn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
No problem, knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps
I got to get the hell out of there somehow.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
There's a 1st and 10 play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
All my fault on that one.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made way down to the 25.
Pulled that out of my ass. I ain't gonna lie. I pulled that shit out of my ass.
To wrap up the 3rd quarter.
I thought it was 4th and 3, but it was 4th and 3 seconds.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down.
I did like how you're trying to catch that with a lineman, though.
They'll test the right side here.
God, one foot.
2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this 1st down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a 1st down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
He got through there quick.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Catch made on the left.
What?
Side.
What?
Quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. Give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
As soon as you grabbed your linebacker and pulled him forward, I was just had to wait.
Just had to wait. Game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. And he lofts it deep over the middle. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
You read it right. I ain't mad about that. I saw the corner route. I didn't see the seam.
Secure this win.
Like, come on, move.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff to the back to keep the clock moving. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to run it.
I can't believe that part of like the Red Sea.
Short of that first down marker.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
And the defense will spend a timeout.
That's what you needed, too.
Stop on the clock with 21
that was a
seconds
good game.
remaining.
Good strategy right there.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
Good game.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. The last team standing at the top of the mountain curve, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship